Coming up on today's Cooking Crave, we are taking Bisquick and making a dessert. But before that, we're making homemade pizza. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Rhonda Fitterer.
And I'm Laverne.
And on today's Cooking Crave, you found a couple Bisquick recipes that are really easy and they sound awesome.
They're very good.
Very good. So, first thing that we're gonna do, I think the first one we wanna make was the Impossible Easy Pizza Pie. So we're gonna find out how easy this is.
Yeah.
But what you're gonna need to make this recipe, just get a piece of paper and write down these ingredients. You're gonna need a medium onion, make sure it's chopped, a 1/3 cup grated Parmesan cheese, a 1/2 cup of Bisquick, cup of milk, 2 eggs, can of pizza sauce, 8 ounces, a 1/2 package of sliced pepperoni, a 1/4 cup chopped green bell pepper, and a 1/3 cup shredded mozzarella cheese. Sounds like some pizza fixins to me.
It does, and it is.
To follow that up, you found a recipe for peach cobbler with Bisquick.
And it's peach season, so oh my goodness, this is time to do it.
Perfect. What you're going to need to make this recipe: 1/3 cup sugar, a tablespoon cornstarch, a 1/4 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 6 peaches, 2 tablespoons water, 2 teaspoons lemon juice, a cup of Bisquick, 2 tablespoons sugar, a 1/3 cup milk, and 1 tablespoon butter.
Melted.
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh, okay. Well, we just do want to make sure. Okay.
All right. Where are we going to start?
Well, we're going to start with the easy pizza pie because we're going to get the crust going, and that's going to bake 20 minutes before we put the toppings on. And after we put the toppings on, we put it back in the oven for another 10-15 minutes.
Okay.
So let's get that. You can spray that for me, please. And it's so easy to make your pizza crust. It's just amazing. Or whatever. Well, we're going to start, we're going to add our medium chopped onion to the bottom of the pie plate.
Okay.
And let's just spread that out. And then we also put our grated Parmesan cheese on top of this.
Okay.
And so that gets baked with the crust.
Oh, okay.
So let's just get that sprinkled in here.
So does that come up through the crust then? So it's all incorporated in the crust?
It's going to be within the crust, yeah.
Okay.
And that's why it says Impossibly Easy Pizza Pie.
The nice things about impossible is when it's cooked for you.
That does help, doesn't it? So we have that just spread around in there. So now we'll make our crust.
Okay.
And we use just it's a 1/2 cup of Bisquick.
Okay.
Put that one there. And then, you know, what we want to do, well, we're going to add a cup of milk.
Okay.
To that. And also 2 eggs. So let's just put that in there. And it's pretty thin batter with this here.
Okay.
And stuff, so let's just get that mixed well. And we're going to pour that over the eggs, the onion and the cheese.
Okay.
And use just a fork, or even, because the batter is really thin, you can use a whisk too.
Okay.
And
don't get it all gunked up or anything.
Right. It's not going to be, but it doesn't take much for that to, blend. And then all we do is pour it over our eggs, our onion and our cheese.
Okay.
And bake that at 20 minutes. So while that's baking, then we're going to start with our peach cobbler.
All right.
Doesn't that sound great?
It sounds
peach
awesome.
Cobbler and stuff. So that's And we're using, in fact, again, I'm using a 10-inch pie plate here.
Okay.
Let's just put that down in here, and we're going to put that just into the oven. And we do have the oven on at 400 degrees.
Okay.
So that's the temperature we want. And let's put it for 20 minutes right now. Okay, so what we're going to do with our peach cobbler, we're actually going to cook our peaches in some sugar, cornstarch, and a little bit of cinnamon.
Okay.
And
so I just want to get confused here. So we can do the pizza part when that comes out, and we're going to start here. So we don't have to do anything else with the pizza right now.
And we don't do anything now because that has to bake, and then we put our toppings on and put it back in the oven.
That's what I get for questioning the cook.
All right, let's put our stove on here, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of water.
Okay.
And 2 tablespoons of cornstarch.
Okay.
And first of all, I just want to mix that in with the cold water so that it doesn't get lumpy. Just melt that cornstarch.
Okay. That doesn't take very long.
No, it just that just dissolves in just a matter of seconds. Okay, but we want that little extra thickening in there with the peaches, and it says like 6 peaches or like 6 cups of peaches. So with 6 peaches, you want them a fair sized.
Okay.
You know, if you have smaller ones, you're not going to get 6 cups of peaches, and that's what makes the dessert so great is the more peaches in it. And what I did, I took boiling water, put my peaches in because you want to peel them.
Okay.
And you definitely can peel them with a knife, but you drop them in boiling water just for maybe 30 seconds, and then that peach skin comes right off so much faster.
Okay.
And that, so you can do that. And then we're going to add a 1/3 cup of sugar.
Okay.
And then like a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon.
Okay.
And then we're going to just cook that up a little bit and add those peaches. There we go. And we'll bring that over here now. And then we're going to want to bring the peaches to a boil.
Okay.
And I mean, we don't have to cook them for any length of time. We just want our thickening and sugar just to blend in with those peaches. So, and I just diced them and cut them in half. You don't need a certain size or anything like that, but you know, I just sliced them this way, and then I halved them before around the pit.
Okay.
And that, so it makes it easy cutting it that way. And then you put this in about a 9-inch glass plate again.
Okay.
And that, so you, oh, look at that. We can't waste those. Those got to go back in the kettle.
Wicked wielding spoon.
Yeah. So definitely start with a big enough saucepan so that you don't have it running over in there. So. Okay, it's starting to boil, but one thing too, we needed to add 2 teaspoons of lemon juice.
Okay.
And I did have the burner on, and it's starting to boil, bubble a little bit, so I want to make sure that I stir it constantly here so that it doesn't burn on.
Okay.
But so we just add our 2 teaspoons of lemon juice and get that, and you can see already that that's thickening a little bit.
Sure is.
And once it starts boiling, you definitely want to keep stirring it constantly. And it says boil about 1 minute.
Okay.
And then that we can set that aside, and it'll just take a real short time to make our crust and stuff. So you can just smell those peaches. They're good, and that little bit of cinnamon in there. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to turn the burner off and just stir that a little bit more, and then I'm going to just leave it on the burner, and we'll just go over and make our crust.
Okay.
Because we do put the peaches on the bottom, and then we're going to put our Bisquick dough on top of it.
Oh. So the crust is on top.
It is.
Is that a normal cobbler?
It is.
Okay. There we go.
There it is.
I mean, I'm thinking peach pie. This is what I have in my mind is peach pie.
You have the crust on the bottom, and you add the peaches.
Yep,
This
yep.
year you're going to add the peaches and the Bisquick on top.
Sounds
There. Okay. So let's just come on over here, and we're going to use a cup of Bisquick.
Okay. Now, do I need to spray this as well?
We're going to spray that definitely, and 2 tablespoons of sugar.
Okay.
And 1 tablespoon of melted butter. Okay, and then a 1/3 cup of milk.
Okay.
And this one here, I would suggest probably, you can use a whisk or a fork, but now this is going to be a little bit thicker than our pizza dough.
Yeah, because we used a full cup here.
There was a full cup there, absolutely. And this is still going to be soft, so we're going to just want to drop it with a tablespoon on top of the peaches.
Okay.
Okay, so we can take the fork out and put that in there, and I'm going to get out a tablespoon here to dab the mix onto top of the peaches there. So
Okay.
let's take that and bring that over.
Those peaches smell delicious.
That is. So that's,
So we have, is this a 9-inch square plate?
it is. I believe in the recipe it says a 8 to 9 inch pan.
Okay,
Or
yep,
whatever.
2 quart.
2 quart, and
Yep.
this is what this is, and I believe it does specify glass.
Yep,
does
it
not?
sure does.
It does. So, you know, again, make sure you use your glass pan and that. And you got a nice amount of peaches here, so you're gonna have it, you know, that's gonna be the best part, of course, is the peaches. And so we're gonna just take and we're gonna dab this on top.
Okay.
You know, it had said do about 6 tablespoons, I mean, around, but I'm going to make them a little bit smaller rather than making bigger ones.
Okay. Seems like it's just going to sink into the peaches.
Yeah. So you can see how easy and quick this recipe is. And so it's when somebody wants that dessert, you know that what to make, especially when we have our fresh peaches.
Just go away with what's in season when you can.
Absolutely. And you know, and this crust, the dough here, you could certainly use that on top of other fruit also,
Okay.
you know, with the Bisquick. And this does bake at, here, wash my washcloth here, at 400 degrees also.
Okay.
So this is perfect to be putting in with our pizza crust.
All
and
right.
stuff. So we're going to put that in. And I believe then the recipe says 20 to 25 minutes. So let's get that.
So we're not spreading that out at all.
No, you want to let that just bake.
Puff up. All right.
All right, so. Now there's 8 minutes on there, so you're going to have to use some math.
Okay.
So when the buzzer goes off, the 20 minutes for to
Pizza
take out
crust.
crust, then we know what we add, 12 more minutes?
Sounds right.
Okay. And being it says 20 to 25 minutes, let's check the 20 minutes before we go on to the 25. You know, if we need, we can always add more. and
Sounds
stuff.
good.
So, okay, let's turn the buzzer off there. And before we forget, we're going to add that 12 more minutes on for the cobbler
Okay.
on there, and we'll check it at that. So we're going to pull this out.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
puffed up good.
Yeah. And of course with that, it'll settle down a little bit. You know, it's going to,
Sure.
you know, down, but it's still going to be nice and good. So it says 8 ounces of pizza sauce.
Okay.
This jar is definitely, you know, bigger and that. So pizza sauce is going to be a matter of preference. Some people like a lot of pizza sauce, some don't. We're ones that don't like a lot of pizza sauce.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be overly generous with this. And I just bought an authentic Italian sauce here,
Okay.
seasoning for the pizza. I mean, who makes better pizza than the Italians?
That's what I've heard.
But yet their pizza is so different than to what we
Yeah. What
make
we
here.
have.
Yeah. A little bit more there. There we go. So one thing nice with the jar, you can use as much or as little as you want, and then you can keep it for the next one.
Right.
If you open up a can,
Got to use it.
you got to use it, or else you know you're probably going to have it go to waste. So now we're going to layer on some pepperoni here.
Okay. It's
They're-
a big pepperoni.
They are, and they're fairly thin slices, so we're going to just overlap them a little bit.
Okay.
The recipe says like a third of a package or whatever. I just bought this at the deli.
Okay.
Just, you know, it says give me so much pepperoni. So, you know, as you're layering them here, you just put on as much as you like. And like I said, the slices are pretty thin.
Yep, they
And
can see that, yep.
I think that when you do actually buy it in a package, they're thicker sliced.
Yep.
So I would,
I would
that's
say I
why,
would venture to say they're at least double the thickness of what we got
Yes.
here.
and that's why we do want to add a little bit more. And I am going to go over. I probably won't overlap it as much this time,
Okay.
but we want to make use as much as we can because the pepperoni is what's going to be really good. And then we've got but I believe it's just a 1/4 cup of chopped pepper, 1/4 to 1/2 cup of green pepper chopped,
And top it with cheese.
and cheese. Absolutely. There we go. That looks like that should be a very nice, healthy serving of the pepperoni. We're going to want to put that middle one on there, and let's just take
We
this.
got green pepper. And really, at this point, add any ingredients that you like. If you want mushrooms, if you want, even if you want to put a little
Olives
sausage on there.
or-
Yeah, green olives,
absolutely.
black olives.
Yeah, you can definitely add more ingredients than just what we're doing. So
Right.
it's going to be a matter of preference there. I love mushrooms and that. So that would be something that I would certainly like to
Absolutely.
put on. And you know, we already have the onion in there and that. So it's going to be like having a stuffed crust pizza.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
with that. So it asks for about 3/4 to a cup of mozzarella cheese.
Okay. I know we said it before on the show, but sometimes I don't think you can use too much.
You can't overdo it, no. And one thing too, I think the cheese really cuts the pizza sauce. You know, if you have quite a bit of pizza sauce in it, you know, you don't notice it as much if you don't like that much, you know, with the cheese.
Right.
So, and I really definitely like the fine shredded cheese. You know, this package was already open. It's 2 cups, and I probably had about a 3/4 cup out of there. So I'm gonna
Just pour it on.
I'm gonna just use it all up. Yep. Don't want that cheese bit back in the fridge and forget about it and it gets moldy. That usually doesn't happen though.
Not in your kitchen.
No. Okay. There we go, and we're gonna put that back in for 10 minutes. So
Okay.
let's,
I can see the peach cobbler is just bubbling up.
it is, isn't it? Okay, so there's 7 minutes. Got to remember your math now. So we're gonna add another at least 3 minutes.
Okay, I can do that, Mom.
All right.
That's on these digits.
That's part of your job.
Okay.
Okay, so we will be back with the viewers shortly.
Sounds good.
Oh, does that look nice there?
It's bubbling up pretty.
It really is. And you know, it says 10 to 15 minutes on that pizza, but you know, when I'm looking at that cheese is nice and melted. I think we should take that out
Okay.
and stuff there. So let's just turn all that off and we'll bring that over here. That, let's see, I have my little tray here. I'm gonna put that in.
Oh, those peaches smell awesome.
Aren't they? And how nice the biscuits have browned and and that and stuff. And they're not just really just biscuits. They are, you know, the topping for the peaches.
Right.
So, okay, let's bring over our Impossible pizza pie. Oh, does that not look good?
This smells just as good.
Yeah. And you know, we're going to be able to cut and we'll actually be able to show the viewers
Okay.
this here, so let's cut that. And then we'll also, you know, and this is going to be a matter of preference. So if a person wants to dab a little bit of that spicy seasoning on, you know, pizza
Sure.
seasoning, or some Parmesan cheese, I think it'd be great. You can just see how that is
Yes.
bubbling up there.
You just smell the pepperoni.
Yeah.
Just have a nice salad with that, and
Okay, I might not have cut all the way through here, so let's try that again. It's right here. I think it's just a part of the cheese. There.
sometimes it always doesn't come out pretty on the plate.
Yeah, it'll. Okay, I'm going to just have you lift that plate underneath there for me. And I'll just bring it out there.
All right.
See? And then now you can see where the onion and that is right in that crust.
Yep, baked right up in there.
It is. So, and I certainly do have a little bit of Parmesan cheese that we're going to be able to put on there if we so choose. And we're going to take out a spoonful of our peach cobbler.
Oh, that's
I'm
nice.
actually going to just turn that over and put the peaches there on top. And the thing is with this here, I think, you know, a nice dab of vanilla ice cream would be perfect,
Absolutely.
or whatever. So I just absolutely, you know, I have a piece, some vanilla ice cream.
It's not just ironic.
So we're gonna put that on there. And now I think our viewers wish they were right here in this kitchen right now.
Yes, they do. They do. To get these recipes, just go to Consolidated's website, www.ctctel.com. Thank you, Mom, for cooking this and showing our viewers how easy cooking can be. And as always, thank you to the Workshop for being our sponsor. Join us next week when we do it all over again.